All right, y'all, here is my weekly Kroger haul. Get out my receipt. I had discounts, coupons, digital coupons, and then I, always shop sales stuff. So my total was $134.08. I saved $48.56 in coupon savings and all that. So I'm gonna go over what I got and what kind of meals I'm making. I've just started shopping, making a meal plan and shopping around that. So we are a family of 6 and we homeschool, so we need to eat breakfast, dinner, and lunch here at the house. So we got some Tutti Fruttis, Colossal Crunch. These were each $2.50 a piece. And these Chocolate-A-Roos, beef ramen, because my kids like ramen. All beef ballpark, because we're having hot dogs for dinner one night this week. They were 2 for $7.
Yay,
Pepper jack cheese, I had a coupon, 40 cents off. I got 2 things of these. So I think they were $2.50 each. Zesty Hot Deal Zingers, because my son wanted pickles. American cheese slices. Cans of green beans, 4, because they're a good size. Joe's saying hi. He's been a little under the weather, y'all.
Yeah.
These were 89 cents each.
Not sick anymore.
He's not sick anymore. Okay, lemon juice. It was $1.89. My son wanted that. Are you all interested in the actual individual prices of things? I thought about kind of putting in here what I could remember, but I can do a more detailed account if that's something you guys want to know. I'd be curious to know how much things are in other places. So anyway, I got these. I ate these on my lunch at work. I just hope I never spill any on me or I'm gonna go back in smelling funky. Thai chili and sweet and spicy. I like those. I got these because I had 40 cents off 5, and then they were already 2 for $1. So banana cream pie and white chocolate raspberry. I got a couple of those. Sour cream, because I am making loaded baked potato soup for dinner on Sunday. And then sour cream with chives, because I actually put 1 in there and then we use 1 for as a topping. I don't know which one I'm gonna do. Milk for cereal. Coleslaw to go with the hot dogs. I tried to make this more aesthetically pleasing for y'all, because I noticed before every time I do it, I just kind of throw it on there. So I'm really trying to be more intentional with my filming. Grape jelly, because we were out. They didn't have the crunchy of this. They only had the creamy, but I mean, that's okay. They were out of the Carb Master vanilla, but that's all right. We'll try the strawberry. This was $1.50. This was $1.50 as well. I don't know how much the heavy whipping cream was. My son got that. This goes in the loaded baked potato soup as well. The Carb Master yogurt is for smoothies. These broccoli florets. I will cook 1 whole bag of these for dinner, y'all. And broccoli is about the one vegetable everybody loves. My kids will eat whatever I put on their plate, but we all like the broccoli. I got 3 of these. I think these were 2 for $5 or 2 for $2. So these were $2 a piece. The big thing of shredded cheese was $5.99. The blueberries were $8.99. The frozen blueberries for smoothies. Chives for the loaded baked potato soup. Bananas, like I said, I buy a green one and a yellow one because we will go through bananas like crazy. They were 49 cents a pound. The green grapes were 99 cents a pound. The Gala apples were $4.99 a bag, plus I had $1 off coupon. These I do not have a dinner plan for, but they were on such a good price that I went ahead and bought them because I can help next week. This was pork loin for $7.70. And then this was $8.99, plus I had $1 coupon. Okay, so I bought this chicken. I don't mean to sound so like naive, but I have been buying frozen chicken breasts for the last however long since I first started cooking with chicken, because I've never eaten chicken on a regular basis. I don't like chicken myself, but my family does.
I love chicken.
Joe loves chicken too, if y'all can't hear him hollering. So anyway, I guess it's cheaper to buy it fresh. So it was $2.49 a pound. I have not seen it any cheaper anywhere for fresh chicken. Hey Joe, can you lower the voice just for a minute, please? So I got this. I'm going to make chicken and dumplings tonight, which I will show you all in this video. And then I'm gonna make cracked chicken later on next week, probably Tuesday. Easiest thing in the world to make. I will probably show you all a video on that as well, because I've had several of y'all ask for food ideas. I'm really not that great of a cook for everyday meals. I just kind of throw stuff together, but I'm be more than happy to show y'all what I do. So anyway, chicken and dumplings and cracked chicken. People also call it ranch chicken. That's just what it was introduced to me as. It's just the cream cheese and the ranch packets. So anyway, and you throw it in the crock pot and leave it alone. Okay, the russet potatoes are for loaded baked potato soup, and then my husband is cooking deer roast on Monday, so I figure he likes to make skillet potatoes. He's really good at it too. Honey wheat bread. I am going to try and do a video dedicated to my bread. I make my own bread. I used to anyway. It's super easy. It's super cheap. It's really easy to store. It's really easy to freeze. I just haven't done it, y'all, just because I'm still getting used to working. But I am going to be showing y'all how I do that, and, you know, just a whole how-to video. Hot dog buns for the hot dogs that we're having. Butter, because I use butter in everything. I got one salted, one unsalted. Hint of lime chips. These are my favorite. They are my favorite brand. I like the Kroger brand's best. I don't like Walmart's brand, and I don't like the Tostitos brand. These have just the right amount of lime. Red Bulls, because I have not quit drinking those, y'all. I know I should. And then I got these for my breakfast. I had a 40-cent coupon off on that, and it was $1.49, I believe. So, yep, that is what $134 worth of groceries at Kroger's looks like. All right, y'all, we are making chicken and dumplings. I start with 3 large chicken breasts, and then I boil them. I usually boil it in chicken broth, but I didn't have any, so I just use water and actually beef base. And I think I will definitely be using the beef base again, because it added more of like a salty flavor to it, and it just made it really, really flavorful. I don't know if this is something that people have already been doing forever and I've just caught on to it, but it's just something I did. So anyway, I boil it in that, and then I go and I make my dumplings. I use about 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I kind of wing this. I've made this for so long that, you know, I just kind of do whatever. I think this is 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I love Clapper Girl. I know I love the container the most, but it's just something I stick with. A pinch of salt. I got this recipe off of Pinterest a long time ago. It was like a Cracker Barrel chicken and dumplings knockoff. My phone cut off again here, so y'all, if it seems a little weird, but 2 tablespoons of butter, and then you just kind of chop it up. But I ended up using the cheese grater for it, and it was actually fantastic. Then it's a cup of milk. That was a 2/3 cup. I couldn't find my full cup container. Then you just kind of stir it around. I don't put anything else in it. I just make my dumplings this way. Chicken and dumplings is one of those things that most people are very particular about how they cook theirs. So it was a recipe I kind of hesitated to put on here, but you know, it is what it is. So I flatten this out on my big cutting board. I do it with my rolling pin. And then I just, I'm going to slice it here in a minute with a pizza cutter. But I like to let mine sit out for a minute, kind of let it absorb the rest of the flour so it's not as sticky. But I don't know if any of y'all, okay, well, let me get to this part. So this is, you know, the chicken after it's done, and I'm all excited. I'm about to show y'all my magic snap. Whoop, it's all shredded. I use scissors, sometimes I use a knife. So this is cream of chicken. It just really depends on what pot I've got and how much chicken I've cooked. Like I said, I eyeball it. I use cream of chicken, and I use cream of mushroom. And the cream of mushroom was an accident. I thought I had bought cream of celery, I don't know why I said it that way. But I use a small container of the cream of mushroom. Then just kind of stir it up. And now a lot of people don't add vegetables to their chicken and dumplings, but I do. It's a good way to get my kids to eat vegetables. They actually enjoy it, which my kids will eat them anyway, but it's a fun way to do it. So I do put mixed vegetables in mine. And I added a little bit more water. I go up to about where the handles are, just a little bit below, because then when you add the dumplings in, you know, you do need more room for it. So I let this season. I did add Montreal steak seasoning. That is my go-to for just about everything. So then you kind of let that simmer so the vegetables get warmed up. And then, you know, I just sliced it like this. So like I was saying, I grew up with my grandparents. Now, my grandparents that I didn't live with are Southern Baptist. And every Sunday, they always had a huge potluck dinner. And I tell you what, people are particular about their foods and how they are cooked. So chicken and dumplings was one of those things that, if you cook it a different way, you were gonna be judged. And I mean that in a playful way, but it's one of those recipes that, if you've eaten it a certain way, you probably don't want to eat it a different way. So this is how I've learned to cook it. My family loves it. I love it. My dumplings, I like them kind of thin. I don't like them real chunky. So, but anyway, that's just about what it is. So I let I should probably go back and say, when you put the dumplings in, don't stir them. You just let it cook in the water for about 20 minutes. You kind of lightly push them down, but if you stir your dumplings, they will end up like making almost like a thick soup, and they'll break apart and you'll have flour everywhere. So you just leave them alone. I let them cook for about 20 minutes and they seem like they're done. So the most important thing is that your chicken's cooked. So now here I am just cleaning up after dinner. This may actually have been before. I kind of clean up as I go if I'm in the mood, and I was in the mood, so I'm not sure what order it was, but my kitchen got cleaned after I made it and before I made it. This poor pot has seen better days, but I tell you what, it has lasted. I have had it for 15 years now, and it was a frying pot for a little while. It's been burned, it's been everything, and y'all, the inside of it's clean, the bottom's all that's left. I have tried oven cleaner and just about everything else that you can imagine on top of it. Y'all can hear Joe in the back. He is singing in the shower at the top of his lungs, y'all. That little corner right there is our water bottle corner. I really don't like having stuff on my counters like this, but you know what? It's the best way to keep my kids' bottles in order because, they'll fill it up in the morning, put ice in it, and drink it all through the day. So my sink really did need a good cleaning out. I try to do this regularly, but, stuff happens, and sometimes it doesn't get as clean as it should be. I'm going to start looking, I guess, for that soft scrub. I've seen quite a few people use it, and I'm about out of my pink stuff, and I haven't had any of like the cream cleanser stuff in a while. So I did have the Barkeeper's Friend, which I ended up really liking, but I thought I'd give the soft scrub a shot. I know it's been around for forever, so it's not like I'm discovering something new, but I actually have never used it. So my husband had made bacon, y'all. That's what that nasty looking frying pan was. And yeah, he was very sweet and made breakfast for all of us this morning. But messes happen. So, and I've actually been cooking a little bit more recently. I started a food plan or meal plan for the week so I could make sure that we were getting dinner going. And it's helping with budgeting for groceries. So I was getting ready to cook dinner, but the top of it was way too dirty. So I wanted to make sure I got it cleaned. But that was just some dish soap and a scour daddy, and then, I just took my little scraper and did it this way. My oven top is old. This thing is starting to go. I know that this oven is at least 10 years old, and I'm pretty sure it's older, so it's finally starting to go, but it has been dinged and danged up, and so I'm not really that careful with it when I go to clean it, so I would not necessarily recommend being this rough on it, but like I said before, I'm not too concerned with it. There were a few spots on here after I wiped all this up that just I thought could have been cleaner. So I went and got my pink stuff, which I'm almost out, y'all. And I think I'm going to try Power Paste next. I'm on the lookout for Power Paste and Soft Scrub. But so anyway, I put the pink stuff on here. I let it sit for just a few minutes. And then I came back and, wiped it all off. And it does really well. So. Sunday. For me, it is still Sunday, so I hope the rocking is not making you sick. I'm sitting on my back porch. It's finally cooled down a little bit today that I can enjoy the outside. We have been at the ball field all afternoon. We pretty much went there straight from church. Joe had a football game, and they won, but they went into overtime twice. And the sun was just beating down right on us, so my husband's gonna be sunburned. I got a little bit, but I don't normally burn that bad. Well, I hope you all liked my video, and thank you for making your way through it. Cooking videos aren't something I like to do a lot, not because I don't mind sharing it with y'all, but I am terrible with remembering how I cook. I very rarely use a recipe for most of the stuff that I make. Like, I've been making it so much that I just kind of wing it. So when I have to stop and think about, well, how many cups do I actually put in there, and how would I explain this to somebody else, it kind of throws me off. And to be honest, I'm at the point now with cooking dinner that I don't enjoy it. It's just not, I don't hate it. And I'm very thankful, and I'm very blessed that I can make dinner for my family, and that, you know, I do have the time and stuff, but it's just, usually if I can avoid it, I will. But yeah, like the crock pot's my best friend. I absolutely love crock pot. I love frozen lasagnas because all I can do is just pop them in there. I've thought about trying to meal prep and everything else, but I don't know. I'm just, that's never been my thing. Oh, I got my nails done. So I was trying to do a different color. I wanted this to be like pumpkin, so it looks like an orange. So lighter colors just aren't my thing. I like them, but we won't be doing lighter colors again. So anyway, I work the majority of this week. I will have a video out for y'all Thursday. I might kind of keep this format where I do a food haul and then do some kind of kitchen cleaning, and then, you know, talk for a little bit, and then on Thursdays maybe be more of the other stuff in the house. I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. But yeah, so I think that's about it. Y'all be praying for my husband. He's starting a new job here. This is his last week at where he's been at now for the past almost 10 years. Don't say 9 years. He was offered a job, a much better job. He wasn't actively looking, but it was a step up in all directions. So he's very, very excited for that. I'm very excited for that. It's the same hours and everything else, and he's not, you know, so far right now it doesn't seem like there's any downsides. So it seems like everything is an upgrade. So I'm very happy for him. I'm very proud of him. But y'all, if you pray, please keep him in your prayers. So this will be his last week at his company. So we're excited for that. I don't think there's anything else really big and new coming up. We're just you know, doing our homeschool. Kids are busy. My house is okay. Oh, I know what I wanted to say. I knew there was a reason. Okay, so I wanted to tell you guys something I was really excited about. And if you've been here a while, you all know that, like I said, I originally didn't start this channel out thinking that I was going to be working on myself, if I was going to be helping other people. No, I'm helping myself apparently. So papers have been a really big issue with me. Storing papers, knowing what to keep, sorry y'all, obviously I was distracted because I can see my text messages and stuff coming through on my phone. So anyway, I was saying I have trouble with keeping papers, knowing what to keep, and at one point I kept them all, but then I would go through and throw them away. You know, there were some things that were obvious I knew I needed to keep. But then anyway, I finally got to the point where I didn't even know how to store them or organize them or, you know, anything like that. So I've really been working on that the last year. I went from 3 huge boxes to 1, and then I went to a filing cabinet, to like a giant filing cabinet, to a very small, it's not the size of a shoebox, it's bigger than that obviously to hold papers, like fireproof one that I kept, and I sorted through everything. Well, my husband needed some things for work. He needed W-2s from previous jobs and from years ago. Well, I knew to keep all that stuff. Like, I know you're supposed to keep your W-2s and your taxes and all that stuff for indefinitely. I went, y'all, and I looked for them, and they were exactly where they were supposed to be. No time. And then when I was done with them, I put them right back. That is a huge, huge win for me. The fact that I was able to find stuff like that so quickly, and for it to be exactly where I thought it was, like, I'm terrible with important papers, y'all. I've told you guys this before, like absolutely terrible. Like I go to look for social security cards and they're never where they're supposed to be because I never put them back. So I'm just, it was a huge win for me. And then the same thing, which I talked about it in the video, but I didn't really go in detail. When I set a timer to clean that back room for 20 minutes, my back room has usually been, up until the last time I really decluttered it, it was just 20 minutes wouldn't have made a dent in it at all. That closet's gotten a little bit bad again, but nothing like it was before. Before, the closet was bad and the room was bad. Well, now it's just the closet. So that I was able to get that much done in 20 minutes is just, it's a huge win for me. Y'all can see that's my little Trixie right there running around. So I am so proud of myself, and I want to thank you guys too, because I know it's having YouTube and putting all this out here and really being able to see myself and figure out where I'm making the mistakes and how I can fix it. You know, it's great. I have a different perception of myself. So I was really excited and I wanted to share that with y'all. Well, I'm gonna hop off here because my day is not done. I gotta take my son's friend home, and then I'm gonna come home and go to bed because I have got to be at work at 7 in the morning. So, which is great. I do really enjoy my job, so I am not complaining. But I hope wherever y'all are at, you are having a blessed one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.